creating a classroom where every kid feels like they belong. Whether she's collaborating with her team or mentoring a student, her passion for Siegel Middle is impossible to miss. For her incredible heart and hard work, our Doug Young Educator of the Month, sponsored by City Tile and Floor Covering, receives a gift certificate to Toots and a beautiful plaque from L&K Trophy. Congratulations, Eva Carroll at Siegel Middle School, and thanks for all you do. To nominate your favorite teacher, go to wgnsradio.com/educator.
He's local. Certified financial planner Jason Qualls. Financial Coaching Radio. Weekdays at 4 on News Radio WGNS. We're the Good Neighbor Network. FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro. FM 100.5 Smyrna. Audio and video streaming at WGNSradio.com. This is Rutherford Issues, hitting right at what matters most to all of us here in the heart of Tennessee. From Murfreesboro to Smyrna, Eagleville to Laverne, Leanna to Barfield, and everywhere in between. If it matters to you, you'll hear about it here on Rutherford Issues. Now your host, Brian Barrett.
Well, hey, hi, and hello there, fun lovers and truth seekers. Welcome in to Rutherford Issues here on News Radio WGNS. How are you today? I hope you're doing exquisitely well. We've got a beautiful day out there. I mean, absolutely gorgeous day. What have you got going on today? It's going to be a busy one, right? New week. First week back at it for the school kiddos. Spring break over. We're going to be talking about graduations in about a month. Can you believe that? Hard to believe. We're going to talk about your forecast. Hope you had a wonderful Easter, too. Easter was good at the Barrett household. Had a chance to see the whole family, including my newlyweds, and we went through the over 1,200 pictures that were taken at the wedding. Well, yeah, man, it's crazy, don't you think? I mean, absolutely nuts. I didn't know that. Well, I was going to say have enough film to do that, but that shows you my age, right? Wow. I mean, more photographed than the Kardashians that day. There were photos of me, and I'm glad I wasn't, doing anything you wouldn't want to see. I was dancing in one of them, so that's probably something no one else wants to see, but yeah. Anyway. Good time with all of that. Hope you had a wonderful time. Wonderful Easter. Got a chance to celebrate the risen Lord and also to just enjoy some time with the family. Maybe a little Easter egg hunt. That's kind of always a sign that spring is here. A little cooler yesterday than it was leading up to it. So thankful we didn't have the severe weather we thought we might have. Well, I don't know that we really thought that we could have had with that kind of a setup on Saturday. Got some decent rains. I'll show you on Rutherford Weather Radar here in just a second. We have this, nationwide setting that you can choose for, how good is the weather going to be in your area? I mean, is it a beautiful day? Is it, fair, nice, perfect? So we'll look at that here in a second. Also check your road conditions. So we've got all that straight ahead here for you this morning as well. How about we talk about today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day? Betsy Blunt is the good neighbor for her dedication to connecting Smyrna students with career opportunities. Betsy Blunt today, the recipient of flowers from, a free drink of choice from 7 Brew drive-through coffee. 30 years of just having something ingrained is hard to break sometimes. So Betsy gets that free drink from 7 Brew in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. So you can go by any of the locations, Betsy, and enjoy a free drink of choice. This Good Neighbor recognition is built by SRM Concrete. They're locally grown, but nationally known, and they love celebrating the everyday people who go above and beyond for the rest of us. Help us honor deserving people right here in our community. It's up to you. I mean, you're the great listeners out there that help us with the Good Neighbor of the Day. You send in nominations. How do you do that? Well, one easy way is to text NEIGHBOR to 615-893-1450, or just head to wgnsradio.com/goodneighbor. Those are the two easy peasy ways to handle it. Okay. Birthday club today, Chris Garrett. Chris, I can't believe it's another year and another trip around the sun for you. You're going faster than those astronauts. Chris Garrett celebrating a birthday today. So if you see Chris, wish Chris a happy birthday. And Chris, you get to enjoy some banana pudding over at Slick Pig Barbecue to celebrate your birthday. So happy birthday to Chris Garrett today, our winner of the banana pudding. All right. Well, that brings us right up to some business news coming up here in 30 seconds.
This is Pastor Nikki Ajapong, lead pastor of Holy Hill Chapel in Murfreesboro.
Here are sermons on WGNS every Sunday night at 7:30.
Extending the love of God.
Reviving the community at Holy Hill Chapel, TN.org.
Good day, Rutherford County. This is Lee Colvin, financial advisor and CFP with Edward Jones. Let's get the latest business news from our financial desk.
Jamie from Wisconsin asks, I'm 70 years old and I have just over $1 million in a pre-tax retirement account and $600,000 in a brokerage account. Is it too late for me to convert those funds into a Roth? Well, it's never too late, Jamie. You can do a conversion whenever you want. The question is, should you? At this stage of your life, I'd hate to use up that brokerage account on the tax bill that would be due. Instead of converting, how about you just pull out big chunks before those required minimum distributions kick in? I think that might be the better strategy.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
Right now, as we check the markets, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 65, 46, 569. The S&P rises as investors await the Iran and U.S. ceasefire. The S&P is up 15 points now at 65.97. NASDAQ up 79 at 21,959.
From Wall Street to Church Street, that's the latest business news from the Edward Jones Financial Desk. I'm financial advisor and CFP Lee Colvin. Call 615-907-7056 or stop by our office on South Rutherford Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center.
Now, here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
Here's a look outside the palatial studios of WGNS. Let's see. We haven't updated here with our temperature. It lags behind a few minutes. 55 degrees, we're going to call it, in Murfreesboro. It's 54 in Smyrna, so mid-50s right now all across the 618 square miles of Rutherford County. First of all, a look at your forecast.
Well, Brian, it looks like we'll see mostly sunny skies here for this afternoon with a high into the upper 60s. Winds out of the north around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for tonight, mostly clear skies, a low near 42. Tuesday, we'll see some sunshine, a high of 67 degrees. And Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 74. Thursday, plenty of blue skies and sun. We'll see high around 75. Then by Friday, mostly sunny, high of 79 degrees. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Thanks, Jennifer, for the update. How about we look at our Rutherford weather radar? Right now, not showing any problems out there. Got our traffic camera pulled up at State Route 840 and the Nashville Highway. Traffic moving along, bright sunny skies for your commute wherever you may be traveling here in the county. And this is our nice weather product on Rutherford Weather Radar. It shows us what kind of weather could we expect today. Beautiful day. That's what we can expect today. What about tomorrow? Another beautiful day. What about Wednesday? Another beautiful day. Thursday, a very nice day. And Friday, a perfect day. Yeah, maybe a little hooky. The weekend? Ah, yes. Here we go with another perfect day on Saturday. Sunday? We'll have to just settle for a nice day, right? So some very good weather coming up this week, it looks like. Well, that's a look at your Rutherford weather forecast. And remember, during severe and impactful weather, we go live on the Rutherford Weather Channel to give you the latest on storms. As the storms are coming through, you're going to want to know, how is this going to impact me? When is it in my backyard? We can track storms. We can give you times of arrival, things of that nature. And during the severe warnings, we're live on radio as well. So check us out on the Rutherford Weather Channel. You'll get lots of good information. But only information, it's Rutherford weather. We're talking about severe weather, right? So impactful, severe weather, we've got you covered on the Rutherford Weather Channel. Join the thousands who have liked, subscribed, and turned on their notifications so they will know what's happening with the latest Rutherford County weather. If you're not one of those thousands, well, what are you waiting for? Help us out. You can help us grow the channel. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications. That way you're always in the know about the latest local Rutherford County, Tennessee weather.
The Wake Up Crew, weekday mornings, 6 to 7:50.
WGNS, your good neighbor station.
Rutherford County's place to talk.
And don't forget the Wake Up Crew. Rutherford Issues, Action Line, Roundtable. It's all from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios. And MTE reminds you that coming up on April the 18th, are you ready for this? April 18th. It's the Earth Day celebration on the square. Don't miss it. 25th annual for this event coming up. Saturday, April 18th, 10 to 2 on the square. MTE will have free hot dogs and popcorn. Plus, don't forget the electric grill food truck out there serving up the gourmet grilled cheese. Enjoy free fun for the whole family. Kids are going to have just a blast. We've got a kid zone. It's an event you don't want to miss. rcearthday.com online for more details. Also, our coverage on Big GTV made possible by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic. Improving community health for more than 7 decades. MMC provides accessible, cost-effective care from excellent physicians in advanced medical facilities.
Rutherford Issues on News Radio WGNS.
Time to check on the world news here from WGNS. Here's an update from CBS brought to you by Murfreesboro Sinus Center.
CBS Radio News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Cammie McCormick. Even while President Trump threatens Iran and sets another deadline, there are some signs of possible progress. Stacey Lynn reports.
The White House has confirmed there is a deal under consideration for a 45-day ceasefire with Iran. But President Trump had not signed off on that proposal yet. So Operation Epic Fury continues. Reuters first reported the potential peace deal from Pakistan. We are expected to hear more when the president holds a press conference this afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Stacey Lynn, CBS News, the White House.
Elizabeth Palmer has more on the Iranian position.
Well, Iran's comments don't add up to anything concrete for sure. They have, though, confirmed, and I quote, formulated demands and positions and communicated them through intermediaries. A very complicated way of saying they've engaged, they're talking, but the Iranians are predictably very hostile to President Trump's threat to bomb bridges and power stations. They're saying ultimatums and threats to commit what they call war crimes are not compatible with negotiation.
A longtime ally of President Trump has scored a victory at the Supreme Court, as correspondent Vicki Barker reports.
The justices have just thrown out a lower court's ruling that upheld Steve Bannon's conviction for defying a subpoena from the House committee investigating the January 6th riots at the Capitol building. That frees a trial judge to act on the Trump administration's bid to dismiss Bannon's conviction and indictment, quote, in the interests of justice. It would be a largely symbolic victory. Bannon served a 4-month prison term after his 2022 conviction for contempt of Congress.
Artemis 2 is scheduled to make a historic loop around the moon today. NASA says the crew will study the moon's surface with a unique vantage point. Correspondent Chris Van Cleve got insight from astronaut Randy Bresnik.
This is one of those milestone moments people have been waiting for, the lunar flyby. What is the crew doing to get ready for this?
The crew's been waiting for this their whole lives, and humanity's been waiting for 54 years. And so they have got the vehicle in a condition where they've probably dimmed the lights inside. They've got their lunar maps out so they can make sure they're identifying the terrain features that they've been trained to do.
This is described as a key test mission in the quest to return humans to the lunar surface. They're hosting the annual Easter egg roll at the White House. On Wall Street, stocks have been making only slight moves today, and oil prices are flipping as the world waits to see what's next in the Iran war. The Dow Jones Industrial's currently up 95 points. This is CBS News.
The stars shine brighter on CBS Mornings.
This is a slam dunk.
So cute.
Gail came in singing for me today.
On CBS Mornings.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Do your sinus infections always seem to come back no matter what you do? The pressure builds, the headaches drag on, the congestion makes it hard to sleep, hard to focus, hard to feel like yourself. Here's what most people don't actually know. Sinus infections keep coming back because your sinuses can't fully drain. That's why the pressure, the headaches, and the congestion keep coming back time and time again. Balloon sinuplasty gently opens your sinuses in a quick, in-office procedure so the infections can finally clear. At Murfreesboro Sinus Center, they've helped thousands of patients break free from the sinus infection cycle so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and finally feel like yourself again. Don't wait another season fighting sinus pain. Call Murfreesboro Sinus Center today at 615-649-4590 to see if balloon sinuplasty is right for you. Call 615-649-4590. That's 615-649-4590.
At Maples Realty and Auction, we handle traditional sales, auctions, and property management. And we have a development called The Maples with local builders and amenities. This is Betsy Maples with Maples Realty and Auction. Let us help you get your property sold.
When it's time to buy or sell, trust the name your neighbors know.
I refer a lot of clients to Maples Realty when we have real estate issues that are coming up. Working with Maples has been easy for me, easy for my clients.
Our people, that's the difference.
Maples Realty and Auction.
Sold Maples Realty and Auction.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board. Visit RecycleRightTN.com for tips, ideas, and locations on where to recycle near you. That's RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, it's all on you. Don't be trashy, recycle classy, recycle right, Tennessee.
Go to RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, Tennessee.
Looking for the best Blue Raider gear in town? Raider Tees has you covered. From stylish apparel and hats to unique MT-themed gifts and accessories, we've got everything a true Blue Raider fan needs. Whether you're headed to the game, shopping for a fellow fan, or just want to show off your Middle Tennessee pride, Raider Tees is the go-to spot. Stop by 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS, and check out our unbeatable selection. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
UCLA dominated the women's basketball championship game, whipping South Carolina 79-51. South Carolina had just upset number 1 and undefeated UConn in the semis, but on Sunday shot 29% from the floor. The late NBA contest to Houston, which has won 6 in a row, it edged Golden State 117-116. Steph Curry did return from the knee injury finally, scored 29 points off the bench, but missed the final shot. Dallas down the Lakers 134-128. Cooper Flagg with 45 points. Orlando came from 10 down with 10 minutes to go to send New Orleans to an 8th straight loss, 112-108. Oklahoma City sent Utah to a 9th straight loss, 146-111. In hockey, the New York Islanders fired coach Patrick Waugh. Peter DeBoer replaced him. To baseball, Miami with 4 runs in the 8th beat the Yankees, final of 7-6.
When the unexpected happens, fire, water, or storm damage, Farrah Construction can help. Farrah Construction is also there to help when a car slams through the wall, and that seems to happen more often these days. I'm Ron Hall. Let our family at Farrah Construction help you. Call Farrah Construction and we'll board up, put down tarps, secure your home or business until the insurance coverage is approved. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
This is News Radio WGNS, Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Our expanded office location is on Medical Center Parkway, just across the street from the hospital. If you've been injured, call us for a free consultation at 867-9900.
All right, so this week on WGNS, we've got Braves baseball for you tonight. The Braves and Angels. That comes up at 6:20 this evening. Tomorrow, we're bringing you Middle Tennessee baseball as they battle Lipscomb at home, 5:45 airtime, then the Braves after. Wednesday, high school baseball for you, Siegel versus Oakland. That'll be on right after a Braves day game. And then, coming up on Thursday, we've got Stewart's Creek Smyrna softball at 4:50. That'll be on WGNS, and that's coming up this week. Also, we've, of course, got your Atlanta Braves covered. How'd the Braves do this weekend?
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update.
D-backs and Braves went to extras on Sunday. The Braves couldn't get it done. 6-5 loss to the Snakes after a walk-off hit by Ketel Marte. It was a big day for Drake Baldwin. 3 for 5, 4 RBI for the Braves catcher, including a solo home run in the first inning. Ronald Acuna's bat getting a little hot. 2 for 5 on the day for the Braves superstar right fielder. 3-game set coming up in L.A. against the Angels. Chris Sale on the mound looking to get things back on track for the Braves. He's 2-0, has an 0.75 ERA and 9 strikeouts on the season, an 0.58 whip for the former Cy Young winner. Jose Soriano going for the Angels. The veteran is 2-0, does not have an ERA, struck out 11 on the year, 6 walks and an 0.83 whip. So a matchup of good pitchers tonight. Braves and Angels coming your way for leadoff show, 8:20, first pitch from Angel Stadium, 9:38 on the Braves Radio Network.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Dunley. The April 15th tax deadline has been extended for certain counties affected by the recent ice storm. This applies to individuals and businesses, giving them until May 22nd to file various tax returns and make tax payments. Among the counties that qualify include Davidson, Decatur, Dixon, Hardin, Hickman, Lawrence, Lewis, Murray, Perry, Robertson, Rutherford, Wayne, Williamson, and Wilson. There are more. Check with your tax professionals for more information. The extension is automatic and does not require additional paperwork. Investigators say human remains found in Monteagle last month belonged to a 75-year-old man who went missing last July. Monteagle police identified the man as Richard Barnhill. Barnhill was reported missing in September of 2025. The last time he was seen was in July of 2025 at the RV park where he lived. The TBI is now leading the case, working alongside local law enforcement. More news in 30 seconds.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
A special Easter gift for drivers in Knoxville as a local church gave away nearly $10,000 in free gasoline. Overcoming Believers Church in Knoxville pumped the fuel on Saturday as part of its Gas and Glory event ahead of Easter. WATE reports people waited in line to get that $20 of gas while volunteers kept them engaged with a testimony area and a bingo board. Originally, the church said it planned on giving away $8,000, but later, nearly $10,000 have been raised for the blessing event. Will Nunley, Access Tennessee News.
There are places where people talk, and then there are places that people talk about. News Radio WGNS is both on air, online, and on the phone.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Visit Toots.com to order online, for delivery, pickup, or check out our new merch. Toots.com.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes at Toots Restaurants. By now, you probably know we've been open over 40 years in the oldest full-service restaurant in Murfreesboro, but we're on our 23rd year in Smyrna.
Hi, this is Jack Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
Good food and fun.
When it comes to your child's health, you want care that's close, convenient,
and centered around the needs of your family.
At MMC Pediatrics, we're more than just doctors.
We're partners in your parenting journey.
Here for every growth spurt, for every boo-boo, every fever, and every flu.
Our team approach means that your child always sees someone that knows them.
We are MMC Pediatrics.
We are right beside you.
Every step of the way.
FM 1019, FM 100.5, WGNSradio.com, the Good Neighbor Network. Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
And Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Don't forget the 25th annual Earth Day celebration. It's coming up on Saturday, April the 18th. It's from 10 a.m. until 2. It's on the square. And MTE has been the primary sponsor and organizer of this event for 25 years now. Crazy. Live music, local and organic products, all kinds of fun at Earth Day, rcearthday.com for more information. And speaking of fun, nothing like talking Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation with the one and only Nate Williams, who has been replaced by someone with a much deeper voice today.
A little bit, Brian.
I like it.
Yeah, it's allergy season, and I'm doing my live monthly remote from the Greenway, reporting that the pollen's out, sun's out. Things are blossoming.
You can tell
we'll be at Earth Day too. We're excited.
Are you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Every year.
You can tell the pollen's out just by looking at my car. But
yeah, I have a black truck, so it's yellow right now.
Man, with that new deep voice of yours, have you ever thought about a job that doesn't pay like radio?
Yeah, I've told you and Scott before. When I retire, I'm going to come do something at WGNS. I just like it so much. But
okay.
You get a lot of free content right now, so I don't know if y'all would ever do that.
Oh, you mean you're not going to do that for free?
Oh, sure. Never mind. That'd be fine.
Yeah. As long as we're on the same page.
Okay. That's exactly what I was talking about.
I've been doing it for 30 years. It's great. So you're out on the Greenway. This is the time of the year. I bet I don't know how you would keep up with numbers and usage and things of that nature, but I'm sure we see an uptick in people using the Greenway when it's pretty outside.
Yeah, I mean, we have our indoor facilities open 365 days a year for the most part. But those stay bustling year-round. We're on the cusp of pool season, but just standing out on the Greenway next to the Greenway right now, it's just a beautiful thing to see people, moving by, walking their dogs, riding their bikes. It's a great way to socialize with people, too. You don't have to talk to people. Just seeing people out smiling on the Greenway is always something good for the old mental health. Just
a little head nod every now and then.
Yeah, I think we always talk about, during COVID, we were very fortunate early on when a lot of the other communities were kind of being forced to close, even outdoor spaces. We kept ours open, and a lot of people discovered passive spaces like at the Barfield Park, backcountry trails, and the Greenway, and spaces like that during that time, and it's become a staple, routine in their life to use them on a regular basis.
Yeah. And that was one of the great things about it is we at least had an outlet. There were some things to do. And I think that starts with you, and then our leaders who kind of knew that for our mental health we needed something.
Yeah, I think of course I think Murfreesboro is an exceptional place. Mm-hmm. I love this community, but during that time too, when there was so much uncertainty. The trust that our elected officials had in us and the administration at the time, just to make the best decision that we could based on what we knew and what to keep open. And, we're very, very fortunate to only have our indoor facilities closed for a short period of time, but keep everything outside open. And I think that's the mental health side of things. A lot of people, again, started using those spaces for the first time, and then they kept on using them and kind of rolled back the curtain of what the city has to offer as it pertains to parks and recreation, amenities throughout the city.
As people move in to Rutherford County, move into Murfreesboro, I mean, we know this is happening. I can't remember the statistic, but there's a handful of people every day that move into our community, according to the statistics. How do they? What is the best means for them to find out information about, like, our amenities, parks and rec?
Yeah.
I mean, how are they doing that, do you think?
I think word of mouth is always something that's great, and people, when they do a lot of research before moving to a community. I think they look at things that they can do for them and their families to stay active and have affordable and free activities to do. But so I think people know about it before they move here. But when they get here, it's our website is really the best place. It's murfreesboroparks.com, and that keeps all things updated. Master calendars, you can see everything going on. Every class at every facility, just a great resource for a lot of people to use.
Well, I mean, you go right there to the website and it pops open. I mean, whatever you want to find.
Now?
I am. I'm there.
Right now. So you're looking for questions to grill me, to try to trip me up, right?
No, I was looking for that calendar, and when you started mentioning, I know that there it is. There's the beautiful calendar that you you mentioned.
Yep.
There's something every day. I mean, gosh.
There's lots every day. People, when they think about parks and recreation, just the wide array of things that we have, from, like I said, the Greenway, our trail system, but places like Barfield Crescent Park, the Wilderness Station, it's not just, just passive spaces. We've got the Clair Senior Center that's always hopping. There's always some kind of dance going on. We've got SportsCom, Patterson Park, McFadden Community Center, just a lot of offerings, and just a guaranteed experience that you'll have that'll be exciting and fun and affordable, with the most caring and innovative staff you could think of.
Yeah, well, you mentioned St. Clair, and that is kind of a great place for our senior community, and boy, they really do a lot of things too, and it's not like, I mean, it's part of Parks and Recreation, but gosh, they're very busy just on their own.
Yeah, it's a very active senior center. It's not a retirement home. It's, not an adult day services type of facility. It is a very happening place. We've got, a gym. We've got wellness classes, dances, of course, all types of activities that they stay busy with. They even book trips out of the St. Clair Senior Center, so you can do group trips all over the country. I think we even do a few out-of-country trips.
That's crazy. So I guess the point here is just go to a facility and walk in the door, and whoever you see there that's got, Parks and Rec or Senior Center or whatever, you can identify them. Just ask them questions, right?
Ask questions. They'll be able to guide you and direct you. We've got a great team. We try to focus on our patrons and our customers and do everything we can to make Murfreesboro a better place, a more livable place. And, as we continue to grow, enhance the community in every way we can.
Well, let's see. You mentioned Earth Day, so let's go back to that real quick. You're going to be at Earth Day. I mean, how does that work? What's Park doing?
Our team, basically since the inception, has been part of the planning team for that. So we bring resources to that, some activities and some of the planning resources that we have. Partner up with, of course, Middle Tennessee Electric, and then Smyrna Parks and Recreation as well to try to, make it a great day and celebrate good things.
So I had a little dinner last Thursday evening in Smyrna. We went to Bean Brothers Barbecue right there at the depot.
Yeah.
And in comes Mayor Mary Esther Reed, and then all the, different folks, and they had just had a meeting, and it got me to thinking about Parks and Rec there and what they do. And, she had a few jabs at Mayor McFarland, and, he'll do the same. But my point about that is we have a really good working relationship with the town. I mean, that's a prime example of how you work together, and they've got a great little park system there.
They've got a great, vibrant park system. Mike Moss and his team do a tremendous job. Mike is a good friend of mine, and, we'll bounce things off each other. We've all known each other for 20-something years, but they're much more than just a little parks department. They are vibrant, happening, cutting edge. We get to do things and partner with them. We hosted our state Tennessee Recreation and Parks Association conference in 2024, so we teamed up with them. Our groups, our employees work really well together, and we're always looking forward to any chance we can.
One of the prime examples that I can think of is, our involvement with doing broadcast during Spring Fling, and there always seems to be some type of rain event. And, with softball especially, you go up and use some of their turf facilities, when needed. And I think it's even expanded a little bit to include theirs from year to year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, we're always one phone call away from each other. So there's resources, anything we can do to, help them. And I know vice versa, it's the same thing. So we're fortunate to have good neighbors.
Any construction updates?
Can you record that? Can you clip that and send that to Mike Moss? I think he'd appreciate it.
I will. I also recorded what you said about him before we went on the air.
No, not that.
Don't send that one. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Construction.
Yeah, I mean, there's constant construction in Murfreesboro. So anything parks related that you can update us on?
I think the thing we get, asked about the most is Veterans Park. So, we're probably less than a year away from that opening. We're completing the grading phase of that right now and looking forward to it. There's actually some vertical construction happening. The pavilions, the event space, even the playground is starting to be staged to start going up.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're pleased with the progress and looking forward to seeing, that park come online in early 2027.
So what made me think of that is one of the stories that we have on our website is Town Creek and the daylighting, and that is Parks and Rec is involved in that, but it's not necessarily a Parks and Rec project, but it's going to become part of the park system, right?
Yeah, I think that's an all-of-city project, I think, and once that's there, of course, that's a natural connector between Murfree Spring, the Discovery Center in Cannonsburg. So that will play a part. We'll be some type of amenity within the park system and a protected green space downtown. So we're looking forward to playing a role with that. But that one's fascinating to see because you drive past it right now and you're starting to see really what that's going to look like.
Mm-hmm. You got those, what I've noticed lately are the rock wall surfaces.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can kind of, if you just maybe take a moment and look, you'll see, how that's going to kind of snake through there. But one of the coolest things I think that's part of this, it's kind of a revitalization of Cannonsburg, which was built in 1976 as part of a bicentennial deal, and here we are in the 250th and doing something similar.
Yeah, so we're celebrating 50 years of Cannonsburg. We've got a team out there now that's really looking for ways to revitalize Cannonsburg. It's one of those things that's a great part of our park system, and we want to have things out there that give people a reason to come back regularly. We've got some improvements happening in the museum. The caboose out there is getting a facelift, and our team's working on some new programs and events that I think people will be excited to participate in, and enjoy, really, especially when Town Creek comes online. Yeah. It becomes a linear park leading to the Greenway trailhead and then Cannonsburg as well.
Well, my son and daughter-in-law, they are going to spearhead an effort. They've talked about this several times. They're going to spearhead an effort to have Murfreesboro become known as Cedar Bucket City.
Cedar Bucket City.
Yeah.
Huh.
What do you think?
Kind of is, I guess. Yeah. We do have the world's largest cedar bucket out there.
Well, I mean, that's why we should be. I mean, Huntsville is Rocket City, so we might as well be known for something like that.
Yeah, if you've never seen the cedar bucket, it's something to behold. It was really cool in 2011. That cedar bucket was put in the Christmas parade after it was redone by our local blacksmiths association.
Oh yeah.
Post when it burned down. So it's pretty cool.
So you mentioned the parade, and that reminded me about 4th of July. So this is the 250th for America. I'm sure that there are some big things afoot with that celebration.
Yeah, we're working on the final plans. We can say for sure that it's going to be kind of a 2-night celebration. We're going to have something downtown on Friday. We're partnering with Main Street and the county to do some really cool stuff. So the Chamber of Commerce is also involved. So we'll do something downtown on Friday, and on Saturday we'll be back at the fountains, and we'll be revealing our musical talent pretty soon.
Oh, nice. Cool. The 4th is on a Saturday, so you're talking about a Friday the 3rd and the 4th on Saturday, so that ought to be fun. Well, we'll talk about it when we get closer, huh?
Yeah, it's fun. We're getting all of our community partners together, really make the 250th something that's going to be memorable.
I'm sure it will be. Well, MurfreesboroParks.com if you want information about what's going on with Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation. And thanks for spending some of your nature walk this morning with us.
Well, I appreciate you giving me a reason to get out of the office and do my live report from the Greenway.
Yeah. I mean, I was just going through some audio that we're using for contest entry and whatnot, and your live report from the Special Olympics has made the cut.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You were our national correspondent that day, Yeah,
so I know I already have the intro music, the bumper music. Mm-hmm. But when I do breaking news, can we get like a something like that, or
Yeah, we can figure that out. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not needy at all.
All part of your contract. Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
We'll do it. All right, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
That is Nate Williams joining us with Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation. Always enjoy our conversation with Nate. And if you came in a little late, missed part of our conversation, you'll want to check back at the podcast. It'll be up shortly at WGNSradio.com. Have a great day out there, everybody. Until next time, take care out there.
WGNS Action Line, talking with Rutherford County newsmakers about what matters most to you. Weekday mornings at 8:10 on News Radio WGNS.
Jennings.